Hello, welcome to... My butt's so wet right now. Hey guys, well, I just spilled all my water bottle.
On your bottom.
On my bottom. So London and I are Black Friday shopping and I thought I would just vlog. I think we're gonna... Oh, we should go to Barnes & Noble next. After Home Goods.
You wanna do Barnes & Noble next?
Yeah, after Home Goods.
Okay.
We have already been to 3 stores. And let's just say they're not hitting. I went to Old Navy because I go to Old Navy every year to get a sweater or a scarf, and there were just nothing, which is good for the bank account, but like, it's the first year since I think 2021 or 2022 that I haven't, so it's just kind of sad. But we did go to Five & Below and we got a little gingerbread making kit so we can watch a Christmas movie and make these. That'll be fun. We did that last year. And this one is fun because it has 2 mini houses, so we can do one each, and it was like $5, which is really good. And then we did go into Ulta just so I could put a hair oil in my hair. London was yelling at me.
I wasn't yelling. I just didn't know that was allowed. It's like stealing from the company.
They're testers. Do you want some chapstick? And I wanted to get Laneige, but I confused that Laneige is only at Sephora, not Ulta. So we left there. Now we're at Dutch Bros. Just gonna get a quick pick me up. It's like what time is it? It's almost 10. We left maybe around 9. And yeah, we have a few stops. We're gonna hit Barnes & Noble, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Target, and I think that's it. We might get lunch, maybe not. Kind of depends. And then probably go home. But that's the plan.
Best Buy? We were stopping Best Buy. Not
Can
to
we
buy anything, but just look at the deals that they
Yeah,
have.
totally.
Gonna buy the steam machine.
Let's do it.
You heard of that?
No.
It's not out yet.
Oh. Anywho, that's the update. Ooh, there's a Sephora in Kohl's. Can we go in there?
Nope.
I could get my moisturizer, please.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm just gonna take you guys along, and yeah. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Okay. This is the situation right now, and we're in a long line, so how fun.
How fun.
Did you just pick your nose?
Yeah.
I caught it.
It's so dry. Next one, pick my lips.
Oh, ew! You ate your boogers! Ew! Ah! Hey guys, we're in Barnes & Noble. We got a drink from, what's it called? Dutch Bros? Okay. And I'm picking up the newest Emily Stone book. I always get her Christmas books. They are the best Christmas books in my opinion. And this is hers for this year. It is called Yours for the Season, and it's a different cover than her other books, so it's a little bit different, but it's about Melanie and Finn. Looks like it's a second chance romance. I'm so excited. Yay! Yes. Wait, I read this from my book. Are you getting some good tips?
I think so.
Thank you. Hey everyone, I have like this blanket skirt wrapped around me and I was hoping you couldn't see that, but you kind of can, so we're gonna pretend it's not there. I didn't realize the vlog clips that I took were basically nothing. I took literally 3 different vlog clips, and so at the end of this video I wanted to go ahead and give you a little tour of my holiday books, because in this vlog we went holiday book shopping. We only got 1 book. Black Friday shopping. I wish I could buy like a whole bunch of books, but that's not the reality. I zoomed in a little bit. This is my holiday book, and I believe that you saw my reading vlog of Snow, Some Like It Cold. I keep on wanting to say like Snowed In or something like that. This is called Some Like It Cold. It is by L. McNicol, and I have a reading vlog that should have gone up a day before this or a couple days before this. So yes, I'm going to add this to my winter shelf where I have all my winter books. The first book we have is All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. This is one of 2 books that I've read by her. I read a book, actually. Is it still on my shelf? It is still on my shelf. I will show you that book first. It is with my hardcovers because it's a book of the month, but technically it is a holiday romance. First book that I read by her, it's called The Holiday Swap. It was about 2 twin sisters who, one's a baker, and I don't really remember what the other one does, but they basically swap, and it was pretty cute. I think it was like a 3-star for me, so I would recommend it. It's definitely not the best. I'm trying to remember when I read this. December 2021. So this was a long time ago. So this is, I knew who Maggie Knox was, and I think this is good. I honestly don't know out of the 2 which one I would recommend. This one was about 2 artists, singers who I believe that they had to get paired together on a little singing show. And if I'm remembering correctly, they were childhood friends / childhood acquaintances. I think I would recommend The Holiday Swap more, but these are both like mid-tier 3-star books, both of them. So choose what you want. That's the only holiday book that isn't on this shelf just because it's a hardcover, so I want it to go with all my other hardcovers. Second book that we have is called The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score, and I read a few of the Lucy Score books. This is her only Christmas book that I've read. This is about a single dad, which we love, a small town, and a girl that is part of a reality TV like renovation show. And I liked it. I can't breathe. I'm getting over being sick. This one was a lot spicier than some of the other ones. So if that's something you're interested in, I would pick it up. I know that this is part of a series, that there's 1 or 2 other books in this little universe. I like to read it. I thought, if I'm remembering correctly, I hated the reason why Noah didn't like Kat, the main protagonist. But it was fine. I'm like, so far, all of these Christmas books have been kind of mid. So these books are fun. We have her first book, actually, and then her most recent, well, except for the book that just came out this year that I got earlier this video. But these are 2 of Emily Stone's books. The first one is Always in December. These are like 4 to 5 stars. I love these books. I think you should read them. Very, very emotional, and that's all I'm going to say. So just keep that in your forefront. This is about 2 people that I really like the cover because it kind of is giving postage stamp mail, and that is a big part of this video. Postage is a big part of this little book, and so I do really like it. The characters' names are Josie and Max, and it's been years since I've read this. I think this might be her first novel. It is. So super fun. This is actually her book that came out in 2024. It's called A Winter Wish, and it's about Lexi and Theo. Yes, I'm reading the back, and it's all coming back to me. So this was a little bit different than her books. This was kind of an enemies, rivals to lovers. It is where Lexi learns about her father's death, and she kind of has to take over his business, but she also learns that Theo has part of the business. And so it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Does she get full custody of the business? Does he get full custody? How did they work together? And that was really interesting because they kind of had 2 different perspectives on Lexi's father, like who he was as a man. And so not only are they falling in love and like taking control of this business, but they're kind of reshaping their understanding of an entire person. So yes, super good. I think I rated this 5 stars. The next book I have is Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle. This is the second book I've read by Sarah Hogle. This was like a solid 3-star book. It is about Betty and Hall. I know that he was like a magic holiday spirit that either got called by a record player. Yeah, a vinyl, All I Want for Christmas. And if I'm remembering correctly, this had similar times to It's a Wonderful Life. I think that's the Christmas movie. Yeah, this was super silly, but I do like Sarah Hogle a lot. One of my favorite books is You Deserve Each Other, which is coming out in a film, and I'm so excited. But she wrote that, and so I was excited, but this is just like a 3-star. Are all Christmas books kind of supposed to be a 3-star though? Like they're just supposed to be fun, holiday-esque. You get like magical spirits that are called by playing the vinyl of All You Want for Christmas. Doesn't that So that just sounds lovely that we talk about that one, because whenever I read that, I also read Once Upon a December by Amy E. Reichart, which is the first and only book I've ever read by her. But these two books were basically the same thing, where there was like a magical guy coming out. Also, the characters in this one, her name is Astra Noel Snow, and his name is Jack Clausen. What? It's really cool because I think either she goes to his town or he comes to hers. Remembering, they go to this like market, and he's kind of like contained to the market, and so they're trying to fall in love. Like, what do they want to do? But it's also like It's a Wonderful Life retelling, I think, in some sense. Very, very cute. 3 stars. I love the cover. I do love the cover. Here we have some variation. We have a green covered book, and this is also a book that I read last year. It's called Talia Samuel's The Christmas Swap. It is a queer holiday romance, and I thought this was really fun. It's about Margot and Ellie, and kind of how their relationship comes is Margot is pretending to be Ben's girlfriend, but she's actually gay, and she's kind of in love with Ben's sister, Ellie. So we're kind of navigating this. I thought it was really fun. I do remember that Margot had an ex that she was talking to literally the entire time, and I was like, if I was Ellie, I would not want to mess with Margot because she's clearly stuck up on her ex. But yes, this was very cute. I love the holiday cheer. They go into like countryside England, which is super atmospheric, and I did really enjoy that. I'm going to try to rapid fire because I've been talking too much, but the next book I have is another Emily Stone book. This one is called One Last Gift. I'm pretty sure this is her 2023 book. This is about Cassie as she loses and is grieving the loss of her brother Tom, and her and his best friend Sam kind of come together and go on one last scavenger hunt that Tom has set up for Cassie. It's very cute. You can see the little lighthouse, and there is a lighthouse scene, which is really nice. But there's just something about Emily Stone's books that have an emotional depth to them, which is why I love them so much. So I absolutely recommend this one. And we're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna talk about another Emily Stone book. This is the 2022 book, I believe. And this is called Love, Holly. She gets in a car accident with her sister, and there's some things that happen that just lead Holly to have a lot of she just like kind of hates herself, and she kind of finds this relationship with Emma, who is a older woman, and they kind of have a pen pal situationship going on. And when Holly goes to stay with Emma, she meets Jack, who is Emma's grandson. And so there's a little bit more to this. He's kind of desperate to help Emma reconnect with Jack, and of course she is kind of falling in love, and so very emotional, but also very, very lovely. And again, she does her book so good. The next book I have is Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayliss. I think I've maybe read like 2 or 3 books, holiday books from this author. I think I only own the one though. On the book, she has the 12 Days of Christmas, which I think that was the first ever holiday romance I've ever read. And this book in particular was like 3 stars. I really love it. I think it was just too long, maybe. But it was about Eleanor, Noel, or Nori for short. And what was his name? Like Sam? Isaac. It's about Nori and Isaac. He's a gardener, and she's kind of posh, and so there was a power dynamic. And also, like, all of her friends were really mean to him, which I didn't like. But I did like that it was set in London, and the vibes were really good, and like her outfits were really cute. I don't really remember much from it though, which I think is take that as a sign. It kind of cracks me up. This is like one book that like your grandma would be reading or something. This is Home Sweet Christmas by Susan Mallory. My friend Grace Buddy read this a couple years ago, actually in 2022, and this is just like such a silly, like I said, grocery store read. Your mom or your grandma would be reading this. But why was it kind of good? It was like 3 stars. I think we followed 3 or 4 romances throughout it, and there was all these crazy twists that didn't make sense. I do have a fun like reading vlog from a few years ago. Maybe I'll like put it up here so you guys can read it or watch it. Or read it if you want. I think it's fun, but it's just kind of silly. I have one that is not Christmas themed, and that is The Matzah Ball by Jean Meltzer. I read this last year, and this is like 4 or 5 stars. This was fantastic. It was about the Jewish holiday, and also the Christmas holiday a little bit. It was about a Jewish girl who is obsessed with Christmas, which is kind of like a faux pas. But this is also a book where she kind of reignites her love for Hanukkah, and yeah, it's about her and her like elementary school rival, which was really funny and really cute. So I would definitely recommend this one. Next one is a Tessa Bailey book. This is called Wreck the Halls. When I tell you I can't remember anything about this, I think it has something to do with music. B and Beat, which, come on, what are those names? What are those names? I was actually getting this and All I Want for Christmas kind of mixed up. These are the 2 musical kids who were like rivals, and I don't know if they come together to like sing. I think they make their parents get back together, but I don't know. Yeah, the next book I have is A Winter in New York by Josie Silver, which I haven't talked about her yet, but I have another one of her books. I read this last year. I thought it was good. It's about a girl who, I think after a breakup, goes to New York to try to kind of re-find herself. It doesn't say that, but I think she goes through a breakup. I know that she's also recently lost her mom, but she stumbles across a gelato shop, I believe, and they realize that it is her mom's recipe, and she's kind of like trying to figure out how this store has her mom's recipe or how her mom got the recipe, and she's kind of helping them save the store. And in the meantime, Iris is figuring out that while Iris is helping, she does fall in love with Gio, who's currently running the gelato shop. But yes, this one was very good. I would recommend. December to Remember. This one was really cute because it was about 3 sisters, which I have 2 sisters, so this book was really fun. I believe their dad passes away, and they're all estranged, and so this is where they're kind of coming back together, and I thought this was cute. I don't really remember too much from it. I would say it's like maybe a 3-star book, but it's one of the better ones on the shelf. Our last and final book is One Day in December by Josie Silver. I have another book on here. What was it? Oh, A Winter in New York. Yeah, I don't remember this. I think it's where they maybe have 10 chances, not 12. It's 10 chances where they like keep on meeting, but they never get it right. And finally they reunite, and we kind of have a romance. I do know that this one ends very sadly. What is up with all the Christmas like romance books ending like in death? Not saying that this one does, or does it? You guys are gonna have to read it. One other holiday book, and I've been talking for so long. If you guys are still watching, thank you. Let me know if you read any of these holiday books. I will be reading my new Emily Stone book, and I will see you guys in the next Bookmas. Peace and love. Bye, guys.